Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coach Report on GoHofstra.com. Joined as always by the head coach of the Hofstra baseball program, Frank Catalanotto. Coach, welcome.
Thanks, Len.
Let's get right to it. A big series win for the Pride this past weekend. Opening CAA play at Elon, taking 2 out of 3. Bust to Elon. So the mood on the bus coming back Sunday night must have been spectacular. Can you elaborate on how the trip home was?
Yeah, it's always nice when you get that win and you have a long trip. Trust me, it crossed my mind there. When things were getting a little iffy, when they scored those 2 runs, it was 9-5. I said, man, we got to win this game because I don't want it to be a miserable, 10-hour trip back. But luckily, we were able to come back, score 6 runs there, and win the game. And it was a happy bus ride home. It's good when the guys are in the back and have the music on and laughing and playing games. So it made that trip quicker than it actually was.
Now, all season long, we've been talking about how the pitching was ahead of the offense, and the offense takes some time to come around. You need to tinker with the lineup to get the right mix. Now, the last week, double-digit runs in 2 games, double-digit hits in 4 out of 5. Obviously, the offense now is starting to click. So what have you seen the last week that's really made things turn around?
Yeah, it's been encouraging. These guys, we've been preaching the approach, and I didn't know when it was going to kick in, but it kicked in at the right time. They finally have been having great at bats, for the past 4 or 5 games at least. And seems like our 2-strike hitting is much better. I'm seeing a difference where they're going up there with 2 strikes, choking up, taking not as big of a swing, putting the ball in play. And it's been nice to see. I mean, even, when we get into hitting counts, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, a lot of these guys were swinging at balls out of the strike zone. And we're trying to tell them that's the time when you have to shrink your zone and only look for a pitch that you can drive. And that's what these guys have done lately. So, the results been outstanding. I'm very happy that we've been making these adjustments.
Obviously, the hitting up and down the lineup was great all weekend. A lot of clutch hits, but also the ability to make Elon pay for their mistakes. When they committed errors that extended the innings, the lineup kept turning around and moving on, making them pay for their mistakes. Obviously, that was a big factor in the series win. The clutch hitting, again, is more a product of the approach and things like that.
Yeah, that's a mark of a good team too. When you can take advantage of the other team's mistakes and kind of pounce on that, and that's what we've done. I've been proud of the guys for staying with it and noticing when we get our opportunities to score runs, we need to take advantage, and they've done that. So yeah, the approach has been outstanding, and the clutch hitting has come around, because I know that we weren't doing very well with runners in scoring position, and this past weekend we did a great job of that.
Now, conversely, the defense has been great all season, and leading the CAA in defensive fielding percentage. And again, over the weekend, I think just 1 error on the weekend, and even that was an obstruction call. That was the error. So what have you seen, the hard work that goes into the defense? A lot of people don't really understand how that works. What's the work in practice to make sure that defense is really, fine-tuned and playing at a top-notch level?
Well, Jimmy Gales has done a great job with our infielders. Mechanically, these guys, are almost perfect. I mean, they know the footwork and they know how to get in a good position to throw. And it sometimes it's tedious work, and it's work that has to just be repeated over and over again. But these guys do it every single day, and it's showing. The outfielders have done a great job lately of positioning. We feel like if our infielders and outfielders can be in the right position, it gives us a better chance to make plays. So all year long, I knew that was going to be one of our strengths. And all year long, these guys have been outstanding with making the routine play. I don't ever ask them to make, diving plays and amazing plays, those will happen. But if we can make the routine plays, we're going to win a lot of games.
And the last facet to touch on, obviously, the pitching has been strong all year for the most part. And again, you get 3 solid starts this weekend from, Fiolo and Nemjo and Camarda. Just, overall, touch on those guys and the pitching in general. Michael Hanlon out of the bullpen, Alo Suchek out of the bullpen, really great efforts all weekend long.
Yeah, our starters have been outstanding. And our the bullpen coming in, throwing strikes, those guys that come in, throw strikes and give our defense a chance, have done an amazing job. We still have to get a few other guys in the bullpen from, trying to pick too much, and just go ahead and throw strikes and let them hit the ball. And, that will come. But I've been very happy with our pitchers. And, when you have as good a defense as we have, you've got to be able to pitch to contact. And, these guys that are pitching to contact and getting strike one are having a lot of success. So hopefully it continues.
All right, and obviously today's game, LIU got postponed. I'm sure you're happy to not have to stand outside in a real field of 16 degrees. Tomorrow you get Army at West Point, and then back home this weekend for another Big CA series against Charleston, who swept their opening weekend against Northeastern. So, you welcome the first place team here. Early test again at home, opening with Charleston here. What are the keys to the success this weekend?
Do more of what we did at Elon. If we can continue to have those at bats on the offensive side, and if we can throw strikes, we're going to give ourselves a chance to win every single game. So that's what we're looking for. We're not going to change anything up. Just try to do more of what we did down there.
All right. Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tomorrow at Army and this weekend against Charleston, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Len.
You've been watching the WB Mason Coach Report on GoHofstra.com.